Meghan Markle's friends all warned her not to get involved with Prince Harry. She ignored them, but there are plenty of royal red flags that we can't ignore. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been through a lot with the royal family. Not long after their marriage in 2018, rumours began surfacing about issues between Meghan and the Windsors. Harry sided with Meghan, and in 2020 they formally separated themselves from the firm and moved to the United States. Since then, the relationships between Harry and his family members have only seemed to worsen. A friend of the royal family told People, nothing would give Harry more happiness than being able to rekindle his bond with his father. At the end of the day, you can't undo bloodlines. These issues could raise red flags for the stability of Harry and Meghan's relationship as well. Harry could come to resent Meghan because of the issues that have risen in his family since she joined. Notably, Meghan has famously been at odds with her father and half-sister, issues that suggest to some that she may not value family as much as Harry does. Money problems are one of the biggest relationship red flags, as it's a leading cause of marital issues. And Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's financial situation is looking worse and worse all the time. According to reports, the couple have two major issues: high expenses and not enough money coming in. Royal experts estimate that Harry and Meghan's lifestyle costs them $20 million annually thanks to their mortgage, security, and other extravagant choices. But they aren't making that much. While they have gotten plenty of big paychecks in the past, their $100 million Netflix deal, for example, a significant amount of those earnings are taxed, and with such high expenses, the money doesn't last that long. And it's a big question where the next payday is going to come from, as experts don't expect their Netflix deal to be renewed. Royal expert Phil Dampier told The Sun, "The contrast is they're coming across as they're trying to make money out of it and instead of doing good deeds, but that's where we are, isn't it? Unfortunately, if the couple can't earn the money required to maintain their lifestyle, who knows how it might affect their marriage." Spouses don't need to agree on everything to make a marriage work, but they've got to agree on the big things, like where they're going to live. This is especially important if the pair are from different countries, like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. When the couple moved to America, they claimed the move was crucial for the happiness and safety of their family. However, reports say that Harry is unhappy living in America, and that unhappiness could be a red flag between him and Meghan in the future. A friend of Harry's told The Times, "He's an angry boy. Things haven't turned out how he wanted. I think he misses being over here and desperately and wants to be admired more." Anyone who knows him feels he'd rather be top of the pops here with everyone loving him as they do with his older brother William and Kate. According to other reports, Harry might be forced out of the United States whether he wants to go or not. Angela Levin told GB News he's got trouble with his visa. They're allowed to look again at what the problem is, and he might still not be able to stay there. A forced move back to Britain would be a major source of stress on an already troubled marriage. Meghan shared in the documentary, Harry and Meghan, An African Journey, that she received a stark warning from some of her friends about a major red flag in her relationship with Harry. "When I first met my now husband, my friends were really happy because I was so happy. But my British friends said to me, 'I'm sure he's great, but you shouldn't do it because the British tabloids will destroy your life.'" So why didn't Meghan heed that advice? Well, part of it was that she just didn't fully understand what they meant. She explained.
And I very naively, I'm American, we don't have that there. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not in tabloids. I didn't get it.
The interview took place in 2019, shortly after Harry and Meghan got married. The warnings turned out to be all too true. Since moving to the United States in 2020, life hasn't been ideal for Harry and Meghan. In addition to reported financial issues and rumors of Harry's unhappiness, many people in the Los Angeles area reportedly aren't fans of the couple, and other experts claim that their existing friendships are deteriorating. Without a support structure in place, the couple may be facing a difficult time all on their own.
Yeah, it's been complicated.
Prince William and Princess Catherine's relationship seems picture-perfect, but careful royal watchers think there may be some red flags. For example, William and Catherine rarely show each other affection. When in public, the two are apt to keep distance between them. Typically, showing a partner affection is crucial in a relationship as it indicates the other person's commitment. William and Catherine declining to show affection toward each other could signal that they're not committed to their marriage. To some, this is simply a matter of royal principle. Body language expert Darren Stanton told The Sun, "Kate and William play a very important role in the royal family now as the Prince and Princess of Wales. As they are next in line to the throne and are preparing to become king and queen themselves one day, they use and follow the traditional royal protocols of the late queen." While that certainly could be the case, it's also important to note that King Charles and Camilla, Queen Consort, have no problem showing affection in public, and they didn't while Queen Elizabeth was still alive. William and Kate's stance on PDA could simply be a choice as representatives of the crown, or it could be an issue that goes deeper. These rumours aren't the first time Prince William and Princess Catherine's relationship has been in trouble. In fact, while they were still dating, William dumped her. According to Catherine, the Princess of Wales by Robert Jobson, Prince William broke up with Princess Catherine over the phone a few years into their relationship. William told Catherine they both needed a bit of space to find our own way, and he was unable to promise her marriage. In an emotionally charged 30-minute conversation, they both acknowledged they were on different pages. While past breakups aren't necessarily an indicator that a relationship is going to fail, it can signal trouble for the future, and the palace seems to be well aware of this. After they got back together and got engaged, the couple sat down for an interview and both addressed the breakup.
We were both very young. It was at university, and we were sort of both finding ourselves as such.
Catherine added some more personal context, saying, "I at the time wasn't very happy about it, but actually it made me a stronger person. You find out things about yourself that maybe you hadn't realised. I think you can get quite consumed by a relationship when you're younger, and I really valued that time for me as well." Time will tell whether their past breakup signals a legitimate concern for their relationship or not. Marrying into the royal family clearly comes with major challenges. Princess Diana struggled in her role as a royal, as did Meghan Markle, and Mike Tindall, Zara Tindall's husband, has shared that he found aspects of his relationship to be difficult too. On an episode of the series Grand Slammers, Mike explained that while many believe those who marry into the royal family have it made, it's not that simple. Everyone thinks that just by marrying Zara that means it's all fine and dandy, but that doesn't stop the fact that you need a job. Mike, a former professional rugby player, added that he struggled after retirement. "It's not that easy, you get quite institutionalized into rugby. It's a way of life and you leave the game and that's not there." Zara would say if she was honest, it was probably a year it took me to figure out what I was, who I was going to be. Some royal watchers worry that Mike not having a sense of self outside of rugby could be a red flag for their relationship. Still, considering they were married in 2011, things seem to have gone well so far. Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank have been married since 2018, and Jack has been hailed as a great husband and father. However, in 2021, his reputation was put at stake after being photographed next to a topless woman while on a boat in Italy. An insider told OK that Eugenie was not pleased. She was mortified, to say the least. The fact that he'd even put himself in a position where his reputation is on the line is beyond the pale as far as she's concerned. Eugenie is not impressed. Not only was Eugenie reportedly upset with her husband, but the incident was interpreted by the public as a possible sign of an affair. While the woman who was topless has publicly apologized and claims nothing untoward happened between her and Jack, the incident raises red flags. It could signal a difference in values between Jack and Eugenie, which has been cited as a top reason for divorce. The two seemingly work through the issues considering they're still together, but if something similar were to happen between Jack and Eugenie again, it could have a different outcome. Princess Beatrice and Edoardo Mapelli-Mozzi keep most of the details of their personal life to themselves, but certain aspects they've shared in the past have raised some red flags. In 2024, Edoardo opened up about his work life in an interview with the Financial Times. Edoardo is the founder and CEO of Banda Property, an interior design firm. He revealed that he's always on a train to the next work function and thus is seemingly unable to spend much time at home. "There's so much creative talent in the UK. We can recruit that here and then work globally. No one asks, where's your local office anymore?" While plenty of couples can make long-distance and semi-long distance relationships work, there are also many who can't. Quality time in a relationship is vital to strengthening emotional bonds, improving communication and intimacy, and building trust, among other things. If Edoardo and Beatrice aren't able to spend much time together because of his career, it's important that they take advantage of the time they do have.